Well, from a story of desperation to one of resilience, an Austin teen is getting a new lease on life thanks to his brand new school. Fox 7 Austin's Jane Lonsdale has that story.
Bailey Baker is no stranger to tough obstacles in life. Diagnosed with both ADHD and Asperger's at a young age, he found himself a victim of relentless bullying.
A lot of it was name calling. A lot of it was words, very harsh words.
And as those words slowly began to break Bailey's spirit, he often found himself in trouble at school.
Kids would say things like, "Hey Bailey, go write this word on the board." And he would go write it as big as Utah on the board because he wanted them to be his friend, and he would get in trouble for it.
His parents, Melanie and Keith, became baffled when things like his lunch account would be drained in a matter of days. Eventually, Bailey finally admitted the truth.
And he finally wrote down and said, "Mom, that lunch account stuff, I'm paying my bullies."
Way behind both academically and socially, the Bakers knew they had to pull their son from public school. It is then that they were introduced to Fusion Academy.
So once he came to Fusion, we kind of gave him what I call an academic hug. We kind of let him know that learning can be fun and it's not going to be as difficult as maybe it has been for you in the past.
So the slope is the rate of change.
Started in Southern California nearly 30 years ago, Fusion takes a one-on-one approach to learning, along with other social elements for students.
We look at the whole child, and so we approach every single student emotionally, socially, and academically.
For Bailey, it was a life-changing decision to enroll.
It was not easy, but he was so resilient. I mean, we saw a change literally immediately.
Bailey's grades began to come up and he was making meaningful connections within school.
He has friends. He has friends that not only are here at school, but he now hangs out with them outside of school.
And now he's taken up a love for equestrian sporting competitions. With 2 world championships and many other accolades under his belt, Bailey recently received an exciting call from a trainer.
There's an opportunity at the Houston Rodeo. Would you like to go? Well, of course, it's like the biggest rodeo in the world.
He is set to compete next month with his horse, Copper. In the rest of his free time, Bailey builds birdhouses with Keith, even setting up his own business.
We go to some of the arts and crafts shows in town and do different things and set up booths and sell. So it's something that's just kind of taken off, and he really enjoys it.
But despite the strides Bailey has made in all aspects of his life, the Fusion model is a significant financial obligation for the Bakers. When they learned of a rare scholarship opportunity, they applied. Chances of winning seemed slim.
And so my phone rang at like 2:20 something, and I was like, okay, well, I'll be back in a minute. And I literally was starting to tear up before I even got out because I just knew in my mind, they're calling to tell me we didn't get it.
However, the opposite was true.
He says, "I just want to let you know Bailey got the scholarship." And I was like, oh, are you kidding me?
And while the scholarship continues for the entire school year, the Bakers aren't sure where they will come up with the future finances needed. For now, they are taking things step by step.
He's happy. I think that the biggest piece is when he walks in the door every single day, he has a smile on his face.
In West Austin, Jane Lonsdale, Fox 7 Austin News.
The Bakers have started a GoFundMe page to help raise funds for Bailey's continued education. If you'd like to find it, you can just search the name on the GoFundMe website. So far, the family has raised about 10% of their $50,000 goal.